Hi, Facebook. Hey, how are you all doing this Friday afternoon? It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. It's very windy, and I am so excited to be here. So, let me just wait on some of you guys to join me. I am on a very different tangent today. Just had a shower, and I'm coming here live to you guys from sunny Belfast. Okay. I don't have any earrings, like since COVID, there's certain things I don't wear anymore, I don't do anymore. Is it just me, or do you find yourself in that space as well? I'm trying to get my locks together, like my locks need doing. Hey guys. So I really had an experience. I thought I'm gonna come here and share it with you all, okay? So permit me to do that. So for those of us who don't know, my name is Dr. Ava Eco Brown. I'm a life book and business strategist. I'm also the CEO and founder of the Mango Girl, which is a hair and skin, natural hair and skin product line on the internet. We're an e-commerce site. We are cruelty-free, handmade hair and skin products, focused on all natural and ethical products. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here today because I want to share an experience with you. And I was sharing it with, the reason I'm actually pushed to share on Facebook right now is that I was having a conversation with Audrey today. Yes, you guys know I talk to Audrey all the time. And I was sharing with her my experience because she's been on certain journeys with me. So she understood very clearly what I was talking about. And so I started this journey to get something for my company. And I remember working with somebody, and the person, because I didn't understand I didn't understand how this process was done, I went to somebody who I was working with on the project. And the person told me how difficult it was, how impossible it was, and that, there was so much paperwork that I should not even bother. And to be very honest with you, normally I'm somebody who is very determined and resolute, and I'm going to do it anyway. And I still was going to do it anyway. However, the way the person explained it to me made me feel as though it was absolutely impossible, that it couldn't be done. It was tons and tons of paperwork. And I literally was almost put off had I not been somebody who is very determined, resilient, had I not been somebody who is going to do it no matter what, had I not been somebody who is going to try and then I fail and then I said, okay, I'm going to fix what was wrong and try again. And so the person took me on this journey of, it's really difficult. There's so much paperwork. You don't want to go down that road, Ava. It's a waste of time, blah, 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 yap, yap, yap. And I listened to her. I did, because I felt like she'd done it several times. She was coming from a point of reference that I felt as though she knew, she understood, and she got. And listen to me, guys, when I tell you, I literally was glad that although I listened to her, I kept doing it anyway. Because one thing I knew about Ava, I didn't know the process, but I knew myself. Sometimes in life, you don't know the process, but you know who you are. You know who you be. You know your resiliency muscle. You know your tenacious muscle. You know how much you can endure. You know how much you can take. And because you know who you are, you're going to keep going no matter what. So I kept going through the process. I applied anyway. Obviously, I had to kick down some doors because it was a bit challenging. Sometimes in life, when people tell you that something is difficult, it's not that it's not difficult. It is difficult for them because they do not understand how to continue pushing through certain barriers. And we cannot compare ourselves to everybody else because we all have different experiences. We all have different makeup, and we all come from a different place and space. So the lady told me it was impossible. She told me it was hard. She told me it was so much paperwork, and she's right, it was. But what she didn't understand was who I was. And the reason I'm sharing this today is that some people come from their experiences and their limitations, and that can hinder your progress. So I want you to understand that you must not listen to people in everything you seek to do, because sometimes they're coming from their own fear, and fear can cripple you. And somebody else's fear can be deflected onto you, and you start believing that you cannot do something that otherwise, had you not listened to them, you were able to do. So that's number one. Number two, I'm going to give you a bonus as well. Number two, there are limitations. There are some people, and I say it unapologetically, there are some people who don't have my resilience muscle. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I know it, and I will state it. And because they don't have my resilience muscle, sometimes some things that they will walk away from, like the mouse that was in the cream, I will keep churning. I will keep trying. That's me. How about you? Are you sitting there thinking that I wanted to do this? COVID has happened and I wanted to do this. And because somebody told me, oh my God, it's COVID time, nothing is happening, I'm not going to do it. That's not true. I heard people say in COVID, nothing happens. I cannot tell you the things that I have done in COVID. I just keep them to myself. But let me give you two. I jumped on a meeting with a massive conglomerate on Sunday in COVID. I got funding for my business in COVID. So let me answer the question again. Do you want to believe everybody who tells you that something cannot happen because it's COVID? Yes, you can be an astronaut, Joshua, if you are Black. Yes. Why not? Thanks, Patrick. So don't listen to people with their limitations. Don't listen to them because some of them have fear and they don't want you to succeed. That's the other point. There are some people who genuinely do not want to see you go higher than them, do not want to see you succeed. And the last point, which is my bonus, is so I'm meant to give you two, I'm giving you four, is that they don't know any better. They come from their experiences. They come from their fears. They come from their own limitation. And because they don't know anything better, they want to stand and literally put a limitation on you. And you have got to decide that you're not going to allow anybody to put a limitation on you. Because if the person went here, then you certainly can go here. And while it's not competitive, you can not allow other people's experiences to put you in their box. You are unique. Your experiences are unique. Your resilience muscles are unique. Your tenacity is unique. Your way of thinking is unique. So the lady told me it wasn't possible, that it was hard. And yes, it was hard. And yes, it was a lot of paperwork. But let me tell you something. She didn't know who I was because I filled in the paperwork. I literally asked, I made sure when I went into the process, I asked them, tell me this. Let me ask you a question. Tell me everything that I need to do. I wanted to know everything. And when I got the checklist, I emailed and I said, make sure you do not come back and tell me there's something else. And I started to scale the fence and I tick things off one by one. Now hear me when I tell you this. I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not saying it happened overnight. I'm saying that I stuck with the process. Sometimes people cannot progress because they give up before they get to the goal. Let me remind you, when I used to sell mangoes, I'm going to get something. I'm put on my head. Oh, the mango girl. Perfect. This is my brand, you all. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out on www.themangogirl.com. So when I used to sell mangoes, we used to put something on our head. The basket was on my head, right? And the basket would be there and it's heavy, it's hurting my head and I'm there. But guess what? Some children my age and my size in England probably couldn't balance that basket. But I was from a Jamaican extraction. And I'm not saying that, just get me, hear me. And I grew up in this kind of rough life, this struggle, this juggle, this hustle. So I was able, eating the renta yam and the puna yam and the yellow yam and the aki and the dumpling and all that thing. So I was able to manage, I can't do it now, you see I was in England. I was able to manage the basket as I went along. There are some people who don't know how much you can carry. The mango girl, by the way, let me just show you. There are some people who don't know how much you can carry. And because they don't know how much you can carry, they measure themselves against you. You've got to identify that you're unique. You have to realize that you can push yourself outside of that box. You know, I have this theory in my own life, and I teach it to my clients, that I push my hand so far that when you push your hand so far that your arm aches, that's when you're onto something. When it's so easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So today I had my meeting, having successfully done what the lady said was impossible. And I am assigned 3 client executives. So I have 3 persons who are looking after me. I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so nice. It wasn't easy, but it was possible. It was not easy, guys, but it was possible. And I'm just here to encourage somebody to remember that, yes, we're in COVID. Yes, some people are not making any progress. Yes, some people are stuck where they are. And that's not a bad thing. All of us cannot be at the same place. But do not, I appeal to you, do not listen to anybody and start believing that your dreams cannot come true. Do not listen to anybody and start believing that because they could not make it, you cannot. I think it was Benjamin Franklin that says that through adversity, there are massive, massive amounts of opportunities. Let me say to you, don't let anybody put limitations on your life. Don't let anybody determine how far you can go. Don't let anybody bring their experiences into your experiences. Don't let anybody tell you how far you can reach. Don't let anybody put you in a glass ceiling. There is no glass ceiling. Do not allow anybody to determine the status quo that you live and exist in. Don't let anybody determine that for you. Because you fail doesn't mean that somebody else is going to fail. Because it didn't happen for you doesn't mean it will happen for somebody else. Because you did not finish the race doesn't mean somebody else will not finish the race. Do not do that, because everybody is uniquely different. We are all wired so differently. And so now I've achieved what she said I couldn't achieve. I tried to call her to give me some advice on something, because now I've scaled the fence. I'm over the ravine. I want your advice. And you know what? She is unavailable. That's the word I'm looking for. She's unavailable. Why? Because when I told her that I achieved what she said in this little window, because I did it in a short time, she can't believe it. She can't absorb it. So she's unavailable to help me. And that's okay. I'm okay with understanding that some people have never seen somebody like me. I'm like, my friend Audrey calls me an enigma. I'm different. I'm resilient to a point that I don't even understand it myself sometimes. Daily, I stretch myself a little bit more. And I'm going to read to you something that Audrey has sent me. It was so profound. And it's from Acts of Faith by Ilana Van Zandt. It says, most of us do not know what we cannot do until somebody tells us. We are willing to try almost anything, go anywhere, stretch ourselves to the limits in pursuit of our dreams. And then we talk to some other person. We are reminded of how dangerous it may be, how ridiculous it sounds, what a chance we are taking. Can you relate to that? People have no problem informing us of all the downsides and the pitfalls. They cannot see how we will even reach the goal. They put us in touch with our faults, our limitations, our habits, our failures, our cannot happen, would happen, could happen. They do all of that. They remind us of all the others who did not make it. And in vivid detail, they tell us why we cannot make it too. They give us warnings, cautions, helpful hints about alternative things we could do. Can you relate to that? Because I can. When they are finished, you started thinking you could do anything in the world. And when the naysayers, the energy suckers, the vampire diggers, the jealous bad man people, the limited people finish with you, when they are done, when they are finished, we have been effectively talked right out of our dreams. Let me pause and come back to you. Do not allow anybody to talk you out of your dreams, especially now when we need to start dreaming to become our own bosses. Because let me say that to you, we need to start dreaming to become our own bosses, because a lot of us will not have jobs. COVID might not end for a while. What are you gonna do? Let me continue to read. Do not remember, let me tell you something. Remember that we start off thinking that we can do almost anything. We can do anything. In COVID, I've been able to do things I never even realized I could do. Let me tell you guys. I learned to write TV series, TV dramas. I was like, oh my God. I wrote 13 episodes for a TV drama last week, Sunday. I sat down and I wrote 13 episode outline. Me. I learned that in COVID. I learned to build a website in COVID. Not that I want to build a website, don't get me wrong, but I was forced to do it and I learned. Well, somebody could help me figure out my wireless printer, because that's not working, but I'm going to keep trying. Okay, so let me finish this. So when they're finished, we have been effectively talked right out of our dreams, bamboozled out of our dreams. Bumblebees do not talk, and neither should we. If we have a dream we want to come true, the only way to do it is through it. You have to go through the experience to know it doesn't work. And I always tell my clients that failure, which I have failed many times, you all know it, I don't hide it from you. Failure is feedback. And there's no failure, there's learning and experiences. So you have to go through it. So when people tell me don't do this, oh my God, I'm going to do it anyway. It means that there must be a reason why you're telling me. Right? So we can only live through it. We must take a chance, a risk, and live. Oh my God, in my house, right? We have this thing that says, take the chance or take the risk or lose the chance. I teach that to my children. Take the risk. My son is 8 years old. His first book is published. He's 8 years old. He's only 8. This is homeschooling, you all. And on my page, people in America are reading his book. He's only 8. I'm teaching him that the power of the mind, it is possible, right? So take the risk or lose the chance. I can't see the comments because I'm reading something, but I'm going to come to them in a minute, okay? So we have to understand. I went to Steve Harvey in 2017, I think, or 16. I can't remember. I was invited to Atlanta by Steve Harvey. I went to Atlanta, and Steve Harvey has this concept. I'm going to find it and I'm going to play it for you all because I want you guys to get it. You have to jump, okay? You have to jump. And Steve Harvey said it, and I was like, oh my God, this is like so powerful. Right? So I'm going to share this with you guys because I want you to get it. I want you to understand that sometimes you just have to jump. And when you jump, that is when your parachute is going to open. So bear with me while I play this for you because you have to get it today. No more ism, schism, and listen to people. I don't want to hear this, girl, and I have no choice. So I can skip it in a minute. So I want you to hear this properly.
Okay, here's the deal. If you want to be successful, here's the thing you have to do. You have to jump. There is no way around it. You have to jump. Every successful person has jumped. You got to jump. You got to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff, and you got to jump out there as far as you can. Now, a lot of times you stand on the cliff of life and you see other people soaring by, gliding down like a bird flying through the air. You know, they going over to the south of France. You see them on a boat somewhere. You see their family vacationing here, their family vacationing there. You see them dressing like this. You see them in New York, then you see them in London. They flying by. You know why? It's because their parachute open. But the only way to get your parachute to open so you can soar, you got to jump. Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem, my friends. When you jump, I can assure you one thing. You listening? I promise you this. Your parachute will not open right away. No, that's the fear part. I promise you your parachute will not open right away. You're going to hit them sides of them rocks. You're going to tear your back out on them cliff. You're going to cut yourself. You're going to get wounded. You're going to get some tears and stuff like that. But eventually, parachute will open and you'll be sold. But here's the other caveat. Let me teach you this right here. If you do not jump, I promise you one thing. Your parachute will never open. So you're safe, but you'll never sold. You got to jump.
Oh my God, I've got tears in my eyes. I have got tears in my eyes because I remember sitting under Steve Harvey, and I remember Steve Harvey saying, I was right there. I was right under Steve Harvey's feet. I was at the front row, and Steve Harvey said, you've got to jump. Let me say this to you. You have to jump. If you don't jump, your parachute will never open. If you don't jump, your parachute will never open. Successful people, they jump. You have to jump. Now, there's no way around it. You're going to have to jump. Every successful person has jumped to get to where they want to do. You have to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff, and you got to jump out there as far as you can. Now, a lot of times when you stand on the cliff of life, and this is what he says, and you see other people soaring and gliding, and they're eagle, and they're everywhere. They're in London, they're in Paris, they're everywhere. That's because they are persons who jumped. They jumped, right? And that's why they are able to do that. Now, you have not been able to do that because you have not jumped off that cliff. And so your parachute has not opened. You can say you want to get a new job. You want to change your friendship groups. You want to go back to university. COVID is here. You want to try something. But listen to me. If you do not come off that cliff, if you don't stop listening to those people, those naysayers, those dream stoppers, you are never going to jump. Now, here's the problem, guys. When you jump, I can tell you because I've done it. I can tell you I've done it. When you jump, your parachute is not going to open straight away. You're going to need coaches. You're going to need mentors. You're going to need accountability. You're going to need people who have been there, who have done it, to hold your hand, to push you along, to pull you up when you fall. Do you know how many times I've got my coaches? I've got a coach right now, right? She's my doula. I cry on her. I call. I said, this is not working. I don't know what to do. But she's there. But because I jumped, I've got a Facebook group that I had to clean out. I went to my coach and I said, listen to me, man, this is not working. And they said, do this. That's because I jumped. You are going to have to jump. You're going to have to jump. You're going to have to jump in the middle of it. You're going to have to believe in your dream so hard that you're going to keep it in a steer while you jump, because it's going to guide you. It's going to guide you to where you need to go. You're going to have to believe in that dream so hard, so deep, because God gave it to you. He didn't give it to anybody else. It is your dream. And I don't know why today I've been pushed that somebody here needs to hear this. Somebody here needs to understand that yes, it looks cloudy. Yes, it looks like there are a lot of cobwebs, but I'm going to navigate my way because I am not going to let that dream die inside of me. I'm going to change the life of my children. I told my son yesterday, and I'm about to cry because I can feel it. I told my son, I said, let me tell you something, son. Let me tell you, your life is never going to be like my life. Your life is going to be different because I jumped. So when you jump, listen to me. I promise you, your parachute is not going to open straight away. When you write that book, it's not going to suddenly make you millions, but you're going to have to go behind the scenes. But you jumped anyway. And you're going to have to get some stuff together, some coaching, how did you do this, John? How did you do this, Jane? Ava, what can I do? Can you coach me? Can you mentor me? I'm just using me because I'm here. It doesn't matter where you go. I just want to see you excel. I just want to see you go. You're going to have to jump and say, you know what? COVID has come and it has literally made me realize that I need to go back to school. Okay, school's not open. I'm going to go online, you all. Yesterday and Tuesday and Wednesday, I sat on my bum from 10 to 4. I was in university, you all. Yes. I was in university the last 3 days learning about marketing of my business. I'm doing a course, international social policy. I am back in school, jumping. I'm always jumping. I jump from this to another one to this. Same brand, but I've been jumping. Because when I jump here, I'm telling you, I was on the cliff and I jumped. And okay, it was a little bit wobbly. Then I moved to something in the middle, and then my parachute opened. And let me tell you something, I can't share with the Dream Stealers some things that are happening behind the scenes because I jumped. I'm not here talking anything I haven't done. So your parachute is not going to open straight away. And that's the fear part, right? Your parachute will not open straight away. You're going to hit some roadblocks, some bumps. You're going to have some you're going to lose some money along the way. Trust me, I can tell you. You're going to lose some friends. I can tell you. They weren't your real friends. You're going to lose some customers. Yes. You're going to lose some family. Yes. You're going to have some sleepless nights. Yes. You're going to get rejected. Yes. I'm telling you everything I know. You're going to be failing. Yes. But let me say this, man. You're going to pick up all of those experiences bit by bit. You're going to sit down, and if you are introspective like I am, you're going to reflect. You're going to understand that failure is feedback. It's going to look at what didn't I do here that I should have done? Who didn't I connect with? You know, one of the biggest learnings, let me come back to you guys because I can't see the screen. One of the biggest learnings I've got right now is that I spent $10,000 with a coach that did not do what she said she would do. Hey guys, I don't even see who is here. Hey, I'll come back to you in a minute. I'm preaching today, you all. So I spent $10,000. I was going through a nasty divorce. I had no money. I put it on my credit card. And the coach did not deliver. And let me tell you something. She shaped the rest of my life. She shaped me. She made me hungry to make sure I was a different kind of coach. To the point where sometimes I get too close to my clients. But I want to see them succeed because I did not want to be like her. But guess what? If I didn't jump, I wouldn't have learned. I would not have learned. So let me say something to you. You're going to hit some roadblocks. You're going to hit some sidewalks. You're going to become hungry sometimes. You're going to have to be avoiding holidays sometimes. If you want to start your business, you're going to have to stop buying so much takeaway. You're going to have to save the money to spend on advertisement. Let me talk. You're going to have to leave some of them wigs and the Brazilian and Gucci and the... Yes. But let me tell you something, guys, eventually, yeah, come on. Eventually it's coming together. It is going to come together. You're going to write the books and the sales are not going to be there straight away. But the books are not what you're meant to just write. You're meant to start a business with that book. You're meant to go and find a mentor to mentor you. You're meant to go and find a teacher to teach you. You're going to meant to go and look at yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to do? You got to jump. So let me read this again to you because somebody on this needs to hear this today. Most of us do not know what we cannot do until somebody tells us so. We were willing to try almost anything, go anywhere, stretch ourselves to the limits in pursuit of our dreams. Somebody came in my diary this thing and she said, oh my God, I want you to coach me. You know, Ava, I think you're amazing. Of course I'm amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, and I talked to my sons, and the person said, why do you want to pay for coaching? You can go and look it up on Google. Of course you can. But let me ask you a question. Can you implement it? You may be able to. I'm just saying. Sometimes there's some. So I said to her, so tell me, what does that person do? Oh, that person does so and so. Okay, who did she get to help her? You know, she had a coach. Oh, she had a coach. Okay, cool. So I said to the lady, I said, why do you think she doesn't want you to get a coach? She tried to save me money. I said, okay, that's possible. So I said, did she offer to help you? No. I said, oh, okay. So I continue talking. Let me continue. We are willing to try anything, go anywhere, stretch ourselves to the limit in pursuit of our dreams. And then, I love this. And then we talk to another person. We are reminded of how dangerous it is to get a coach, how dangerous it is to go back to school, how ridiculous it sounds that you want to start over. What a chance we're taking in writing a book. People have no problem in informing of us all the downside, all the pitfalls, all the things that will go wrong. They cannot see how we will even reach our goal. I have some clients who people told them they couldn't write books. I've got some clients who are doing businesses from their books who people told them they'll never be able to do it. They put us in touch with our faults. oh my God, you can't even read properly. You can't even write English properly. Trust me, I can't even write it properly myself, but I'm here. Okay? They tell you that, oh, but you're a single mother. I am too. They tell you, oh, but you're not consistent. You don't finish what you start. They give you all your faults and your limitations and your bad habits, and they remind us and tell us of others who didn't make it. They tell us that, oh, but your cousin so and so tried. Oh, you remember that girl tried. Oh, she got married and it didn't work out. Hello. Anybody on here, I'm not seeing you because I'm reading, but if you know that happened to you, give me some heart. Share this live. Tag somebody. Share this live. Let somebody, because somebody in your life need to hear this. Whether they are the evil suckers, or they're the energy suckers, or they're the jealous ones, or they're the grievous envy one, or they're the ones who are jealousy and full of envy ones, or they're the ones who don't want you to succeed. There's somebody who needs to hear this, or they need to be motivated. So they remind us of all the others who didn't make it. And when they're done, it's so vivid. When they are done, you are full of why you shouldn't do it. They give us warnings and cautions and helpful hints and alternative things we can do. Why don't you become a mechanic like me? Not saying anything is wrong with that, guys, so get it right. Why don't you go and start selling drinks like me? Why don't you go and do nail technician? Why do you want to be an author? Why do you want to own a business? Why do you want to? Yeah. When they are done, guys, oh God, we have been effectively talked right out of our dreams. Bumblebees do not talk, and neither should we. Some dreams I have, I don't share with Facebook. I don't share with anybody. I keep it to myself. I'm going to teach you something. Some dreams tell your coach, your mentor, and nobody else. Don't even tell your children, because they have friends and they mean well. Some things you don't tell anybody. Bumblebee do not talk, and neither should we. If we have a dream, we want it to come true. The only way for it to come true, we have to do it, try it, test it, see how it goes. We must take a chance, a risk, a leap. If we believe in ourselves and our abilities, we will be taught how to fly. I can do it because I believe I can. The bumblebee's wings are so thin and its body so big, it should not be able to fly, you all. The only problem is that the bumblebee does not know that. Oh my God, I love this. The bumblebee does not know that it should not be able to fly. I'm back with you all now. It doesn't know that. So there's something that I love, and I want to share this with you because, you know, there's a video I love, and I want you to stay with me. I want to play a video with you guys, and I hope I found the right one. I don't know if I found the right one. I will know in a minute if I found the right one. I want to play a particular part of a video with you guys, and if it's the right one, I'm going to be really happy, and if it's the wrong one, I'm going to be annoyed. So just hold up with me to see if it is the right one. It's not the right one, but I'm going to find it because it's important that you get it, you all. You need to get it. You need to understand this is important. And I'm going to remind some of you out there that this is important for you to, can this be the right one? Please, God, let it be the right one. Please let me see if it's the right one. Yeah, it's the right one. So here we go.
I want you to understand the heart of the grind. There, listen to me. Luck is for leprechauns, and you ain't green. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's right here under the shirt. I'll take the jacket off.
This is one of my favorites.
I have that one on today. Luck is for leprechauns.
Ooh, I love this.
And you're not green. I'm going to say it again. Luck is for leprechauns, and you're not green. I'm not bringing you a fairy tale. What I am telling you is that if you're willing to go beast mode, you can have whatever you want. You can start from
That's
nothing.
my mindset.
Start from nothing. You know the story. Mom was a teenage mom. Start with nothing. Grandma had 14 kids. Start with nothing. 2-bedroom house, 1 bathroom. Mom got kicked out because she had me. Start with nothing. Start with nothing. High school dropout. Start with nothing. Homeless. 12 years to get a 4-year degree from the university. Start with nothing. If you are willing to grind.
If you are willing to.
Now, I need you to do me a huge favor. You got to understand this. There are 2 ways to be successful. Right? And I don't subscribe to the first one. That's just natural talent. Right? And I just don't believe people who are naturally talented are better than me. I believe effort, and you've heard me say it.
Effort.
Your mama might come from privilege. Your daddy might come from privilege. Your daddy might own a company. You might come from privilege. You might have a father that can give you everything your little heart desires, but you will not outwork me.
Amen.
Why? Because I realize that the bigger the dream, and I need you to see who I have up there. Notice when I said beast mode now, I'm not talking about the lion. When I talk about beast mode now, I'm talking about the ant that's very small, but that can probably lift 100 times his weight. I'm saying that some of you in this room, you might not be a lion yet. Some of you in this room, you might be an ant. You might have small beginnings. You might not have a lot of money. You might not have a lot of resources, but there's no excuse. You said, E.T., I'm not that lion. You might be the ant, and the ant has very little, but he's determined. He's strong. He has a dream and a goal, and he'll do whatever it takes. And I need you to understand that the bigger your dream is, the earlier you're going to have to get up. The longer you're going to have to stay up. The bigger your dream is, the more effort you're going to have to put in. And for those of you who raise your hand and put up 70%, you'll never see it. You'll never see it. For those of you who are 70% beast mode, 30% gazelle. That's just enough for that other person to outdo you. That's just enough for... Listen to me. That's just enough for the other person who wants just what you want. Okay, so let me say it like this because I want to make sure you get it. All right, listen to me. I told you. I want you to think about those goals. I want you to taste them. I want you to internalize it. I'm not asking you to tell me what your goals are because I'm interested in hearing everybody in the room. I couldn't possibly do anything with it. Listen to me. This is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to dream your dream because I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. I want you to know how close. I want you, just like when the weather is changing, you can feel it. I want you to be able to feel when you're getting closer to it and closer to it. But more importantly, I want you to know when you dream your dream that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. When you said to yourself, when the ball comes down, this is what I want to accomplish. You're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want?
Come on.
What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company? You're not the only one that wants to be the president. You're not the only one that wants to be the CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You got to outgrind them. You got to get up earlier. You got to stay up later. You got to execute, and you got to go from 70 to 120. No excuses, guys. I wish you could pay me $1,000 today, and I could tell you 70% is enough. I wish you could pay me $1,500. I wish you could pay me $1,500, and I could say to you, 80% is going to get it. I guarantee. Give me a $1,500. I guarantee you that I magic wand you, and 80% will be equivalent to 100% for you. Boof.
But I can't.
But it's not going to happen. So I need you to understand something. You can have it if you want it. But the bigger the dream, guys, the bigger the dream, the harder the grind. And can I be honest with you guys? I'm grinding harder now than I've ever grinded before. Somebody said, E.T., somebody called me the other day and said, E.T., I don't know if you've been paying attention, and they were right, I haven't. E.T., we've been going online, and if you go on YouTube and you put the best motivational video of all times, right now, E.T., that's your video. How do you feel? E.T., I don't know if you did it, but I did it. The top motivational speakers in the world. And in some categories, E.T., you're there. You're like number 10, you're number 5, E.T. How you feel, E.T.? I said, I'm going to be honest with you. It was easier when I wasn't on the list. It was easier because I wasn't focusing on that. It was easier when we didn't have one of the best audio books in the world. It was easier. But now that I see I'm getting close to Jim Rohn, I'm getting close to Tony Robbins. Now that I see it, guys. Oh, man, I used to feel comfortable with getting up at 3:30. But now, before I was running with my head down, like some of you, I'm running with my head down, but I'm running. I'm putting work in Monday. I'm putting work in Tuesday. I'm putting work in on Thursday. I'm putting work in on Friday. I'm putting work in on Saturday. I'm putting work in on Sunday. And for years, we just been, thank God it's Monday. We've been writing books, Guru Story, elementaries, middle schools, high schools, colleges, NFL, NBA, AFL, rugby, and years, and then I put my head up and I saw Tony Robbins. I said, oh, they're going to Tony, y'all, let's run faster. Oh, there go Jerome, y'all. Oh, we close. We close, and we don't even own an island on Fiji, and we close. Wow. We're not asking people for $50,000. We have no one yet walking on coal or water, guys. And he's in distance. Let's go faster now. Let's go hard. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You're probably thinking, ET, you're doing less now than you did. We're doing more now. Every video, we got a spell check now. We didn't have to spell check this. We can misspell it. Nobody cared. They didn't know who I was. Now every single video is being scrutinized. Now every single thing we're doing.
I'm gonna stop right there because I work with that guy. I worked with Eric Thomas in 2016. I brought him to London. I'm gonna show you the event because I think it's really important that you guys see what I'm talking about. Like I didn't even come here to do this, y'all. I came here to do something else. But when your dreams are big, you're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to work harder. I'm gonna show you what I was able to do with Eric Thomas, that same guy. I brought him to London. Myself and Sonia brought that guy to London, and we were able to do something that a lot of people couldn't do. They said we couldn't do it, you all, and we did it anyway. Because like he said, when the dream gets bigger, you're gonna have to work harder. Let me show you what we did. We brought him to London town, you all, and I'm gonna show you the beginning of this so you can see what I'm talking about. We did this 2016, right? Play. Why is it not playing? Play. That was my event, you all.
It's been such a pleasure for me to be here today, and I'm just humbled to be on the stage with these people. It's been a great audience. There's at least 2,000 people here. It's been absolutely amazing. All the speakers have been great.
I've seen the other speakers, I've seen the other presenters. The things that they miss, this guy will reach.
That's Lisa Nichols, you are. That's Tony Robbins' first name.
Organized by the amazing host Alma Brown, and I just want to say it's been a phenomenal day. So much out of this. We're here. You really missed out. This was phenomenal. We had food for our soul.
Oh, I did that. Oh my God. Woo! I did that. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. People told me I couldn't do that. People told me I couldn't do that. I did it in 4 months, you all. So let me say something to you. Let me remind you. I've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, and still I keep grinding hard. I grind hard every single day. I work late. I put in the hours. I went to my bed this morning, 4 a.m. I was working. Some of you are not doing enough. Some of you are listening to too much naysayers. Some of you are distracted. Some of you are distracted. You allow people to distract you from your dreams, from your goals. You forget what you want. Oh my God, I'm going to wrap this live up because I didn't come here to go on this long. Please put on full screen. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even watching. Sorry, Jodian. But let me say this to you guys. Work hard or go home. You have to go into beast mode. Beast mode. You have to want it so badly, like you want to breathe. That's when success happens. Success doesn't happen with 70% and 80% and 90%. You got to give 110. You've got to be able to outrun the people who are in your game. You have to grind. You have to understand that nobody owes you anything. You owe you. So when you go to a coach and a mentor or whatever you have, and they give you something to do, it is your responsibility to execute. I don't know why I'm doing this today, y'all, but trust me when I say to you, don't listen to the dream killers. Don't listen to the people who are going to tell you can't do it. When somebody tells me I cannot, that is when I do, because I have to prove you wrong. Because guess what? When you do that, man, invest in yourself. Don't listen to anybody. That man, if I show you my website, I'm going to show you my website. Let me tell you what he said about me. Let me show you some of the things I did when people said I couldn't do them. Let me show you some things I did that people said I could not do. Before I even go to that, let me show you some things that I did that people said I could not do. Right? I'm going to show you some things that I did that people told me were impossible. If I listened to people, I would not realize, and I'm not going to go into the extent of it. I'm going to just because I get really shy when I show this. I get proper shy. Like I get so shy. I get so shy about this. I get too shy. I don't know why I get so shy, but I get shy. I get so proper shy when I'm to show this. Like there's a level of shyness, yeah, and I can get shy, okay? The level of shyness that comes over me that nobody can understand. Like, Ava, are you for real? You got shy? I do get shy. So let me show you guys. Let me show you guys this. Like, you want me to get full screen, right? Okay, go. So here is full screen, and I'm shy.
You see, life is.
Oh my God, I can't listen to it. I'm gonna take off the volume. I'm just showing you guys something because I get really shy. You're gonna have to watch it yourself. So I was speaking in front of 15,000 people, right, in a foreign country. People said I couldn't do this. If I listened to the naysayers, I wouldn't do this. I'm going to move it along real quickly because it's a lot. It's a lot for me, even for me. And I was speaking in Spain, in Madrid. That was Poland, Madrid. That was Poland. That was Poland. That was me. That was from HSBC thanking me for, that's my book. People say I couldn't do that either, right? That was me speaking in Barbados. Oh, I like this one. I'm going to share this one. Yeah, I like this one.
Are not people like Wakanda necessarily who are fictional, as they say. It is the ordinary man and woman in the community who is helping the homeless. The person who helps that school fee, pay that fee for that child, for that parent who...
There's an ad. There has to be an ad.
I can hardly make it.
Okay.
There's a business owner who understands that the lady who cleans his office needs a little extra money at Christmas time. Those are superheroes, in my opinion. And I really want you to examine yourselves as business leaders today. While you're sitting here listening to...
Why is this happening?
From Jamaica, talking to you about who you should be as a superhero.
Ooh.
When we all in this room as business leaders who have much more resources in some cases than the average person in Barbados on the street, we can create what is called the ripple effect. But it starts with you deciding that you've got the power to think about yourself as superhero.
Oh, I love me.
And start making that change. What is she talking about? We're doing an innovation conference, and I know that. But I'm here to let you know that true innovation is not just mud tech. It's not just technological innovation. We can do thought and mindset transformational innovation. And that is what I'm here to do. You see, by each person doing their bit, like Rachel Whiteman and Mrs. Taylor, they were doing what was called paying it forward.
I love this. Oh, I love this. Okay. So let me see if I'm here by myself. Hey guys, I'm not here by myself. So let me show you this. So people tell me I couldn't do that. What you don't know is that I have a speech defect. I have a speech impediment. I have a speech impediment, you all. My tongue doesn't go back. So my brain is doing one thing, my mouth is doing another, and I get my word discombobulated. But I'm speaking to 15,000. I'm speaking to prime ministers. That speech was the prime minister's speech. She was meant to do it, and she couldn't make it. So I had to give the prime minister's speech, you all. Who would have told me that I could do that? You have to understand that, like the bumblebee, like Audrey's reading said today, the bumblebee's wings are light, its body is heavy, but it doesn't know that. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot do something. I'm on this thing too live, but let me tell you what Eric Thomas said about me, because I want you to get this. And I'm using myself as an example today, and I don't really care, because I want to show you real examples. I can't show you some examples that I can't touch, but I can touch myself. This is my website. This is not fictional. I did this. And so when you come onto my website, the first thing it says is master your mindset, your background, your faults, your disabilities, your domestic violence, your sexual abuse, you've been incarcerated, you are a bad parent, you are an abusive parent, you were beaten up by your husband, you were born with one leg, you have a speech impediment, whatever, you were depressed, you have mental health. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to define who you are. You still can soar. I want to remind somebody of that today. It's been a long time I have not come here and done anything like this. And I'm trying to find something that was said by those guys. So this, I'm the little girl whose mother was a teenage mother who failed English and math in high school. But Lisa Nichols is one of the biggest female speakers in the world, and she said, Ava, you are a change agent. You are a change agent. And then Eric Thomas says, Ava is a game changer, a mighty life warrior, a phenomenal speaker, and a woman with heart and vision. She has passion and compassion for changing people's lives. What will your legacy be, y'all? You've got to start thinking, what will your legacy be? You get now to decide. Now is the time to decide that. Not tomorrow, not next year, not 5 years from now. Now is the time to decide how you're going to show up in the world. How are you going to show up in the world? So I'm going to leave you with this. I read the quote from Audrey's Acts of Faith. I told you that she and I were having a conversation. The person told me I couldn't do it. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to demonstrate and show you exactly what happened out of what I was told I couldn't do. I can't share it on Facebook right now. But I want to admonish you. I want to tell you this. Like, I don't know how else to articulate it. Like God knows. I live and breathe simple, hard work. The biggest thing I have is belief. I can't give you anything else. I can just remind you that if you believe in it, don't let anybody stop you. Find the people who are going to take you there. Audrey and I were on the phone a while ago, and I don't know, she's not in any state to come on here. And we're on the phone, and we have a similar coach. We share a coach. So my client and I share a coach. She's my friend and my client and whatever. And she said, Ava, I just saw your name in the group. Like, we have this private group. I'm like, what do you mean? Because guess what? She knows the drive I have. She knows how important I protect my name. So she saw my name somewhere, and it was my name. It was another Ava. But listen to me. You only have to believe. And the thing that she saw my name is because I had belief, self-belief, self-belief. Diatra, you've seen this video before. You've seen this video before. Self-belief. You have to have self-belief, guys. That's the only way it will happen. One second there. I'll just answer something. Right? You have to have self-belief. It's the only way you're going to make it. So I'm done, you all. I'm done. The thing I do in this world, I coach, I empower, I train, I teach, I speak. Right now, I'm training some people behind the scenes of how do you speak? How do you command an audience like that? How do you go somewhere like Poland and you are speaking with some of the biggest names in the world? I'm going to show you guys something else because I think you need to see this. And you walk away and you're told you were the best speaker. Like, are you for real? I'm not even seasoned at this, you all. I'm just coming. I am just coming. Right? I am just, and let me say something else. Don't try to imitate anybody. Be yourself. Go through the process. Go through the process. I move from some places and spaces. Go through your own process. My walk may not be your walk. Find your own walk. I'm going to share something with you. I moved to Northern Ireland a year plus ago, and I'm going to share something with you because I want you to get it. Standing ovation. One of the things I've come to learn about life, ladies, is that once you have the tools and the skills, it's like summer and winter and spring and autumn. You can pull out the coat when it's raining. This is me speaking somewhere and not me sharing, people sharing how amazing I was. Ovation, right? I got standing ovation in a country that I was new at. I was new. People are saying, these are all testimonials I took off social media. I don't think I'll ever be the same person ever again. What will your change be? What will people say about you? What do you want them to say? Right? What do you want? That's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you something else because this is important. I want to show you something else. I want to share something with you. I'm going to take you on my Facebook and I'm going to share something. Let me just find what I want. So nobody, please do not text me now because everybody will be seeing your stuff. Okay. And that's not what I want. So let me show you something right now. Because these moments for me are dear, they're important, they matter, they're very important. These are things people told me I couldn't do. And why am I've never done this on Facebook, share my life like this. But I wanna empower somebody. I went to Atlanta, Georgia to speak at Booker T. Washington High School. Booker T. Washington. He used to write speeches for the president. There I am speaking in Booker T. Washington High School. And it says, be the change you want to see in the world. And this is a documentary I went to film that's now been produced, it's in the making. Right? And it said, you have to be the change you want to see in the world. Right? I'm going to take you back to an album that's very important for me. And I'm going to wrap up and just give you guys a few bits. I'm going to wrap up now and then I'm going to go. Because this is important. So you all are in my Facebook. My book was launched in the biggest bookstore in Europe. My book. My book. This is me speaking in Poland. My son, my kids are my son, this little boy, the one who wrote the book. This is him. I take him. This is Eric Thomas. I literally immerse him into my life. That's my daughter. That's my good friend Dario, who was my client. He's like, this guy is so special to me. When my daughter see me speaking, she came backstage and she was crying. She's like, Mommy, I am so proud of you. These are my people who follow me out there. Sonia, Pauline, and Janet. We were all together. That's my Gucci bag, you all. I just had to put that in. That's me in Poland. Second time. Speaking in an audience I've never met. Don't let anybody tell you can't do anything. With an interpreter as well. The little girl who failed English and math in high school. First experience. But do you guys know who this is? That is Nick Vujicic. The guy who has no hands and no feet. Some of these pictures, that's me on a press conference with some of the world's biggest speakers. Look at that, you all. Who would have told me if I didn't have coaching and speaking training and all of them kind of things, would that happen for me? Would I be there? Look at me. I'm answering questions to the press. Ordinary girl. Look who I'm sitting beside. He speaks to about 1 billion plus people already. But look, I'm not even 6 degrees of separation anymore. That's what happens. Look at this, guys. This is classic. 3 world leaders. And that's what I'm calling myself. Classic. This is what happens when you decide to invest in yourself. Don't listen to the person. Command your own dream. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to the naysayers. Get up and do what you are called to do in this world, no matter what. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot. I was impacting the next generation. Did you see that? The next generation. I'm going to stop there. I think I've said enough for one day. But listen to me. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot. When I coach my clients these days, sometimes they don't even understand how much I have inside of me. Sometimes they don't understand how much I have inside of me. What God has for you, no man can stop. So let me go through the comments real quickly. That's nice. Thanks, Sandra. Only God, only God. You speak at our accord. I spoke at, there you are. I've spoken at so many places since then because I got up and I believed in my dreams. I can't see all the comments. I'm going to try and see some. Fantastic. Yes, yes. Hi, Audria. Oh, you're here. Guys, you smashed it. Thank you so much. Please send the video. You watched that video before, Diatra. Don't be shy. I am not shy. Nope. Nope. Thank you. I needed this. Patrick, take it. And listen to me. Don't just take it. Take it and build on it. Today, I'm going to challenge you. I want you to come off this live and step away from it and write down one thing that you're going to do this year to reach your goal. Let me come a little bit closer. Then you're going to come further. One thing you're going to do this quarter to achieve your goal. Let me go further. I challenge you to write one thing you're going to do this month to reach your goal. Let me challenge you further. One thing you're going to do today. Today. One thing you can do today to achieve or to get closer to your dreams. Every day I wake up. Let me show you. I've got that book. Different things. I've got that book. Let me show you guys. I don't play. I've got that book. I've got post-it notes on my laptop. I am serious about my dreams. Nobody stands in my dreams. Nobody stands in my way. And every day my son, Michael Brown, that boy, let me show you what this child has done since he's been home. This guy don't joke. Let me show you another part of my dream because I want you to get it. This is part of my dream. This is one of my dreams. This is mine. I own this. This is my brand. Let me show you what we are doing. This is one of the things that I'm telling you. This is one of my dreams. Let me just play this for you. I'll let you see what's going on here.
Hello, ladies. Today I'm introducing you to the mango butter from themangogirl.com. It's smooth, it's silky, and it's soft. See how my skin just eats that up? Dip your hand in yours at themangogirl.com.
That's my brand. I'm proud of it. But my son got a little bit of, you see, I don't mind jealousy when it is decent. My son got jealous, you all, and said, Mommy, I want to start my own brand. I'm going to show you guys because you want to get it. And in COVID season, my 8-year-old did not just write his book and publish it. He went onto Instagram, you all, and you got to follow him. He started his own Instagram. I had to get his logo done. I had to get him his logo for Kings and Queens, right? And I'm not going to tell you what he's going to do yet, but that's what. So he started his own business and he went online and there he is. And he wrote down, I got up one morning and saw the child on the internet. What you doing, baby? I'm learning about my niche. You're learning about your what? Your niche. I'm like, oh my God. He goes, yesterday I was in my marketing lecture. He's in the lecture with me. Come on. Come on. You guys have got to grind. You got to get up. COVID or not, life is going to continue. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Like, I've been on here so long. I've been on here so long. I've been on here. I'm going to read my poem to you and then I'm going to go. Because I want you to get, I'm going to read my poem. I wrote a poem about my life. I'm writing 2 new books. One of them I'm not talking about at all until it hits you guys. You're going to be shocked. But I'm writing a book, which I'm just really excited about. It's a new book. It's a new genre for me. I've told my friend Audrea and one other person, and I'm not talking about it. I'm keeping it quiet because some things, remember I said some things you can't share with certain people. So I'm going to share my poem with you, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I'm a girl who was born to a teenage mother who was only 16 years old when she had me, and I was not supposed to be here by a lot of standards. But let me read this is my first poem. I don't write poetry. I'm going to read it for you. So this poetry book that I'm writing, and you guys know about this one. I started last week. I'm going to write one today. I've lived 38 places in my life, so I'm not even supposed to be successful, right? And I moved a lot. I moved a lot as a child. I've had a really rough childhood. You guys know my story. I was sexually abused by my dad and raped at gunpoint and all the other things. I should have died a long time ago, but God has a plan for my life. So I was driving home. I went for a walk and then I got in my car and started driving home. And I was thinking about how many places I've lived, and I was overcome with grief. And let me just pause this for a second. I was crying. I cried so bitterly because I was so hurt. I was in so much pain when I thought about how many places I've lived. And I don't know about anybody else, but I met one other person. I've got a friend in America. She's actually on the summit, the book summit that starts on Sunday. And she and I were sharing notes, and she said, I think I have lived more places than you, okay? You see, when life's vicissitude, if you don't know the word, look it up, vicissitude, life's vicissitude can shape you and can push you into places that you have to decide who you are going to become, okay? And so I was driving home and I was overcome with grief and I started crying, right? And I was like, why do I have to have lived so many places? And in my house, this is our gratitude jar. We have a gratitude jar in our house every morning, especially in COVID. We take it out and we write what we're grateful for. So let me see if I can find one of the things that we're grateful for here. Okay, I'm going to call 2 names and I can't say who they are, but they're in the film business. That's all I can say. And yesterday I said I was grateful for Amy and Eamon and God in my life because I know why I say that. And my son, we do a gratitude jar. So I'm just trying to find one that I can share. But anyway, we're grateful. So we're driving home and that's our gratitude jar. We need to practice gratitude. And we're driving home and I was tearful. So I came home and as I was driving home, something said, you need to write a poetry book. Now, I've never done poetry. It's not my thing. I think poetry is not made for people like me. And I came home and I decided, I heard it in my spirit. God dropped it in my spirit that I need to write a poem for everywhere I've lived. So don't go and take all my idea away now, okay? And because some of you on my lives, probably not here, I don't know, but some of you are just dream snatchers, okay? So I started writing this poetry book, and this is my first poem I'm going to share with you guys. So allow me, and it's coming out soon. So allow me to share my first poem with you guys, okay? So here we go. Very one. So let me read it here. So this is the first place I lived first, where I was born. I was actually born in this building. I'm going to find it in a minute, I think, and show it to you. So Braze River Post Office. Rackety pale cement with cracks held you together, albeit you were only about 18 times 32 feet. 2 rooms held together by poorly mixed cement, laden at the roadside where the tires of every passing vehicle could be heard. As the screams of a teenage echoed through the air, Her legs swung wide open, and everyone in the room saw all you carried as my head crowned through the cavity of your womb. You screamed, you shouted, and moaned in pain as they reminded you that that is the pain you should bear for the sin you committed. Cold sweat washed your teenage face as your mother held your head. Angry though she was, her heart must have ached. A scream echoed as the nurse pulled its tiny head, and alas, here she came, this misery to the world. And that's my first piece of poetry. That's the first poem I have ever written in my life. And so I'm writing this poetry book, and I realized that poetry is what I make it. So watch out, guys. I'm diversifying. I'm now a poetry writer. I'm poetic. You can't tell me I'm not, because I think I am. And let me tell you something. Your opinion of it is not important right now, because I'm pouring out and I'm healing for me. Let me try and find my little rickety post office where I was born, and I'm going to show you where I was born. If I can find it online. I think I can find it online. I hope I can find it online. I probably can. I probably cannot. I don't know. I don't know if I can find it. I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's changed. Oh my God. But what I found was my first primary school. Oh my God, my first basic school, my first something. I can't find it, but look at what I found. This was my school. This is my college. This is where I went to school. Where is it? This is where I went to school. This is where I went to school, right there. And my class was I remember the last class was like right down here, right? Like right there. I can't find much more, but I found that. And let me see if I can find where I was born. Like, it's really important that I find where I was born if I can. I probably can't, and then I'm gonna be done. I promise you I'm done. I can't find it. But I can find my school, Braze River Basic School. Like, that is just like I can find that one. Like, that one I can find. Like, no, it's not there. Anyway, so I'm done. I'm done by saying thank you for joining me. Only God, what God has for you, nobody can take for you. Share your platform. That's so true. And you share your platform with others. I do all the time. I share my platform. I am growing phenomenally. God has been amazing, and I'm just so grateful. I'm changing best body butter. I know, right? I just put my passion and my heart and my love into it. I need to hear Vernica. I'm glad, Vernica, you got something. We've got some unfinished business. I'm gonna call you out, girl. Believe in your dream. Take a leap of faith. Only way to do it, success. For people don't play it safe. I don't play it safe. I invest in me like crazy. Like, trust me. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I rather not buy clothes and invest in my development. I rather not buy. I've had the same car for years. Most people I know that bought a nice new fancy car. I have a nice Lexus Jeep. I love it. It heats. The seats heat up in the winter. It's leather seats. It's nice. It's got sunroof. It's perfect. I don't have a problem. But most people say, why do you keep this car so long? Because I'm investing in other places. Because it does what it needs to do. Because I work from home. I don't drive many places. I go to the supermarket, church, school. When I'm going to speak, what else do I need the car for? I work from home. So, yeah, you got to jump. Yeah, you got to jump. Watching from Nigeria. Hey, my sister from Nigeria, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, you and God will always be the majority. Amen. Christ is Joshua. Joshua was my student. And when your student can come on your life, it means that you have your Joshua. I taught Joshua years ago. So I must have been a decent person, right? For every crisis, there you are, Joshua. Yes, bonus. For every crisis, there you are. Wow, praise God. Yes, Joshua, say hi to your mommy. They say it can't be done by people who can't do it simple. There you are. Audrey, I said that today too. So you mean I can be an astronaut if I'm Black? Definitely. Even more reason why you should go for it. And that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for keeping my company. God bless and keep shining. See you soon. Hi, Angela Lewis, right? Thank you, darling. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me tell you something. Don't let anybody put a limitation on you. Nobody. Nobody. Whether your past was dirty, whether you were a prostitute, whether you were in prison, whether you were stained, whether you did an abortion, whatever it is, don't let anybody put a limitation on you. God is the one, or whoever you believe in. I believe in God. You decide the limitation you put on yourself. I'm not selling anything. I came here to motivate you. I came here to inspire you. I hope I was able to do so. And don't be selfish. Share this on your page. Somebody needs to hear this message. Don't be selfish. There are some of you who grab a word, it's empowering, and you are so selfish, you do not want to share it with anybody else. Let me say something to you. Sharers are receivers. Sharers are, let me see. Nobody has shared it so far. Sharers are receivers. Share the word with somebody else. Now, I'm going to end it by saying, because I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't. I've got a book summit on Sunday. If you want to be there, drop, comment, inbox me, whatever. I'll send the link. I'm not here to advertise that. I coach, I train, I speak, I teach. And if you want to have a conversation with me, don't come in my inbox. Let me drop my email address, because I'm no longer working in my Facebook inbox. I get inundated with too many messages. It's too distracting. These are some of the places you can contact me. My email is there, info@avabrown.org. My assistant email is here, sarah@avabrown.org. I'm going to put my other one, Nikisha going to kill me, or hello@themangogirl.com. Oh my girls, guys, I can't keep up, you all. Like, there's so many email addresses, like I don't see some of them, thank God. Some of them I don't get to see, thank God, because it's too much. But I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Love having you. I hope you enjoy that. Take away what you can, share with somebody. And it's Friday. I'm gonna go some food shopping now. I'm on some downtime. I'm gonna be off social media for the rest of the night as much as I can. I'm a bit tired. I need to organize my conference. There's so much else happening. Yay! Oh my God, we just got an award. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna show it. I just opened my email and we just got an award. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna have to show you guys. Like, I'm sorry. I was about to close the live and look at what I got. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me just show you guys. Hold on. We just got an award. Oh my God. We just got an award. Hold on. Let me show you. Oh my God. Let me find it. We just got an award, you know. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Don't leave. Let me find it, because I'm just seeing for the first time myself. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh my God. Let me just see. I want to find ourselves. I know we got the award. I just want to find it. Like, and to find it, I'm just so silly. Anyway, let me show you quickly. We just won an award. I can't find the details. I know where we got it because we have got the email. So where's my email? Here you are. So look at it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We just won an award. Oh my God. We are best. Ooh. Oh, I'm so excited. My company won an award. Ooh. So what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, you all. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. So if you haven't gone and seen it, we're the best handmade body and hair product in the United Kingdom. And if you have, I'm going to just do this because I'm here, because you know what? Let me just do it. I don't really care, because I need to do it, because it will be stupid of me not to share it with you. So if you have not seen it yet, let me find it for you so you have it. So you cannot forget it. So The Mango Girl, www.themangogirl.com. Like, no joke. Let me just take you there so you can see our side, so you won't forget it. Okay. I don't want you to forget it. Oh my God, that is just so perfect timing. So for those of us who want to diversify from book to business, come and talk with me. Whatever you have, I can show you how to make it into a business. I did that with my own brand. You see, I'm walking the walk, y'all. I don't just say it. Look at that. This is the Mango Girl. This is our brand. And more to come soon. Right, like look at that. Like, isn't that just beautiful? Like, look at this. Like, this is just so lush. Look at that. Like, ooh, look at those testimonials. Look at that. Look at them. These are honest testimonials. We didn't make them up. We're hand sourced, we're ethical, we're vegan, we're cruelty free, we're enrich our world. We give back to our planet. And let me show you how. The best part of the site is this one. Like, I'm gonna be vain, you all, because boy, you don't know my story. This is the best part, you all. You gotta go and read my story. Right? That's me. That's my story. But also look at what we plan to do. Like, you have to understand our story. Like, this is a big part of what I do. A big part of our story is women, like passion for women, who we are, but our mission, right? We donate money back to the guy. Need to correct this. Up to now, he hasn't corrected it. We donate money back to women, and that's important for us. So I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm on a high, you all. Like, I'm on a high. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm on a high. Ooh, ooh. Don't let nobody tell you. Come on now. Let me get some song. Oh, who run the world? Ooh, no. Don't stop. That's what it is. Don't stop believing. I love that song. Ooh, come on now. Come on, dance with me. Come on. Somebody gonna dance with me. Oh, who gonna dance with me?
When I need to grow my business, I use Fiverr.
No, not that one. No. Who gonna dance with me? Let's just dance. Hold on. We're gonna dance. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the dream you're feeling. Ooh, I love this. I'm gonna dance right now. Hold on. Come on now. Woo, good dance. Don't stop believing.
Just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Don't stop believing. Cigarette, smoking rum, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlight heroes, living just to find emotion, dying somewhere in the working hard to get my feel. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice. Just one more time. Some will win, some will lose.
Some will win and some will lose.
Some will sing the blues. Another money never ends. It goes on and on and on and on.
Believe it. Woo!
Don't stop
Believe it.
hold on to the dream.
Sweet love.
Don't stop
Believe
hold on to the feeling.
it. I'm in heaven, you are. Don't stop believing. Woo! I'm done. I'm really done now. I can't do it anymore. Like, I'm just gonna go on and on today. I'm on a high. What a good way to end this. Oh my God. I just got an award. Like, my brand, not even just me, because this is the thing when this is a dream. Like, this is dreaming, you all. When you get up and you decide that you're going to do something you've never done before, let Audrey tell you the journey. Let her tell you how I was scared. Let her tell you how I decided I was going to do it the right way. Let her tell you, Audrey, comment here, because people might think I'm just making this up. Tell them some of the hoops I had to jump. Tell them how I had to be jumping. Oh my God, I can't even show you assessment and regulation. And oh my God, I nearly lost my head. It was so much red tape and I jumped every hoop. I just kept jumping hoop after hoop after hoop after hoop. And I got tired. And I was like, no, I came too far. Sometimes you've come too far to give up. You cannot give up. Sometimes you have come too far. And I was playing a song the other day by Jimmy Cliff, right? That I can see clearly. No, not that. Sometimes you just can't give up. Sometimes the road is hard. I talk about this a lot, and every time I want to leave this life, it's not happening, right? And I need to go. I talk about the iceberg theory all the time, right? And I want to show you something that you guys don't see in my life. And I talk about it a lot because all people see is these. They see the results that I just have. But what you guys don't see, and this is why I'm so real on Facebook, I don't hide certain things. I just keep it real. Because people don't see this. They don't see this. They don't see this. They just see the surface. All you just saw was me celebrating the success that I got an award for the best handmade product and stuff. You don't see the persistence. You don't see my failures. You don't see my sacrifices. You don't see my good habits. You don't see my hard work all the time. You don't always see my dedication. You don't see the rejection that I sometimes get. You don't see it. You don't see the rejection sometimes. And I want to find a different part of an iceberg because that one doesn't even sum it up the way I want you to see. You don't see the tears, the criticism, the struggle. Sometimes people don't see those parts. They only see the glitzy, nice looking part. What I want you to see is this. I want you to see this. This is what you see. You saw me a while ago celebrating, but you don't see the risk that I took. Oh God. Hey, you don't see the failures and the rejection and the criticism. You don't see these bits. Okay? So don't stop believing in yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what you're capable of. Don't let anybody decide and determine how far you can go. Nobody has the right. Nobody has the right to decide how far you can go. Nobody has the right to decide how far you can reach. Nobody has the right to do that. Absolutely no one. Not your husband, not your wife, not your girlfriend, not your partner. Absolutely no one has the right. And if you are, thank you, Joan, if you are up for it, I'm going to say it now that I'm here. If you guys are up for it, join me at the book summit on Sunday. It is literally going to be amazing. We have the former president of Lisa Nichols' organization coming in the house. I've just shared the link there. This is not that kind of live. This live was to empower you, to motivate you, to remind you that dreams happen. They happen one at a time if you allow yourself. So in the true spirit of who I am, Oh, that was a marathon. That was a long Facebook today. I've had so many people come on and go off. I want to thank you and celebrate you guys for being here. And I'm just so pumped up now to go and make more magic happen. You guys don't understand. Like, I'm in the mood for magic. Because, do you know about the classical and operant conditioning? Let me see if I can find a quick theory. Because I don't remember all of it. Classical and operant conditioning, right? It's something to do with when I was becoming a teacher. When I was doing my teacher training, it's a simple psychology. When I was becoming a teacher, I learned this, and it was so easy. It was basically where when the rat tapped the lever, right? He got more cheese. So that's operant. You get operant conditioning, right? So I'm in an operant. Yeah. Is it the right one? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Let me get it right, guys, because I've not done this in a long time. So I want to get the psychology of it right. And I've got a psychologist who's my client, and she will tell me that I've got it wrong. So classical conditioning involves association and involuntary responses and a stimulus, while operant condition is about associating a voluntary behavior and a consequence. Great. So I'm in operant conditioning mode, whereby I feel like every time I do something, I get the reward. I'm just motivated to do more. And we do it with our children all the time. I'm in that space. I'm in that mode. Find your good feeling. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let people use their fear, their experience, their limitations to stop you. Remember, you have to jump, because if you do not jump, your parachute will not open. It will take a while sometimes. You'll hit some roadblocks. You'll have some disappointment. You'll have some of the iceberg theory I just demonstrated. But eventually, if you're consistent, I say consistency is king. Trust me, it is. Getting coaching and paying for coaching and getting yourself people who know and have walked the walk. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. This is everything you see me do right now is because I invested in myself. I've never been afraid to invest. Sometimes it was, I want to say wrong, but it's never wrong. Sometimes it was not thought through properly, but that was the path I had to take. So I love you guys, and I've got to go. I've got to go food shopping, and this is taking long. It's the longest Facebook I've done in a long time. But I hope this helps somebody. Share, tag, drop your comments, hashtag if you're a replay viewer. And I've got a book group, so you can come over and join us as well. Well, it's not that open anymore to everybody. There's a hard process to get in my book group these days. I've deleted 900 and something, no, 1,000 something people from my book group. I did. Yeah, I did. Because I'm in a serious frame of mind. No more time wasters. Time to rise up. Time to be serious. Time to take the bull by the horn. Time to only work with those who are serious. It is time to call the ready. That's what I'm doing. I love you guys. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. I don't know what day it is anymore. And before I start sounding silly on here, I'm going to go. So themangogirl.com. Hint, hint. See? I used to say I want to, you see that? Like, this is like, I'm proud. This is my brand, y'all. I'm proud of it. This is a rough draft. This is my first rough draft. This is the growth. Look at that. That's growth. That's cracked, right? That's growth. And we won an award. We're not even a year old yet. Like, we're a year old in like a couple of days, like next week. We got funding. We won an award. We got some other stuff that I can't talk about because they're too serious. I pinched myself like, oh my God, we're coming out in a massive magazine. Like, oh God, like God is so faithful. Like, oh my God, like, and can I tell you something else? This brand is built out of my divorce, like my Pain to Purpose brand. This is my Pain to Purpose. This is my husband. This is my therapy. You need to go and read our story on my website, themangogirl.com, and understand how I started this. This is pure Pain to Purpose, but God is doing it's like God is shining extra much on this one. Ooh, God said, double for your trouble, baby. I'm giving you double for your trouble, right? Sometimes that's what happens. You got to go through the pain. You got to go through the process. So guys, I love you. I'm going to go. I'm going to bid you good night. But I want to remind you that you've got to grind. You've got to work harder. Invest in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. Those who say they can't and those who say they can are both correct. Which one will you be? God bless you. It's Dr. Ava Eagle Brown. See you later. Bye for now.